Oh, there's a bee. Happy Sunday, folks. I hope you're having a good day wherever you are in the world and whatever you are doing. As you can tell, I'm not in the studio today. That's because I'm in the back garden or the backyard, depending on which side of the Atlantic you live, of our new house. We haven't moved yet, but we're over here today making sure that things are ready for the moving in next week. We're getting the network guys, they're putting flood wiring throughout the house, so we've got all our computers so we can have a Transport Evolved backup server in the loft, all of those things. That's being done today, so I'm over here today. I thought, why not? Let's film a Sunday musing here and give you a bit of a clue as to what my new home is going to be like. It's right in the middle of the country. It's really beautiful. There's loads of wildlife. It's super relaxing, and I'm really, really glad that we found this place. I'm really glad that we were able to buy it. Secondly, before I get into today's topic, I just want to thank those of you who offered concern and sent well wishes to myself and my family this week. It's been a very dramatic week. I don't want to go into the details here on the channel. If you know me, you'll know a little bit of what's going on. I am fine. My car is at the repairers, it's being looked at, and the person responsible for everything that happened Tuesday and Wednesday, or Tuesday this week, is being dealt with and being, I suppose, being helped. They're being dealt with is probably the nicest way of putting it. Anyway, I just want to thank those of you who sent well wishes and whatnot to myself and my family at this difficult time. But that's not what I want to talk to you about today. What I want to talk to you about today is longevity and lifespan plans for plug-in vehicles moving forwards. As we all know, automakers make money out of selling cars, and they encourage you to buy new cars as a way of ensuring that they've got a continued revenue stream. And internal combustion engine vehicles, of course, they have after-sales parts and service for the dealerships, not necessarily for the automaker, but for the dealerships. But plug-in vehicles require less aftermarket servicing. So automakers are trying to find new ways of making money. It's one of the reasons we talked about the privacy video this week that Kate and Erin put up yesterday. If you like that video, by the way, let them know, because they worked really, really hard on that video. And animated videos tend to take a lot longer to push through the pipeline than just a video of me or Kate or someone else just talking with B-roll. So thank you to Kate, thank you to Erin, they did a fantastic job. Back to the topic at hand though. Automakers who make internal combustion engine cars tend to support their vehicles for a fairly long time into the future. You can walk into a dealership of, the major brands and order an engine for a car that stopped being made 20 years ago. You could generally either get a reconditioned engine or you can get a brand new old stock engine. That's not the case with battery packs, and it's not the case with battery packs for various reasons. Batteries do tend to degrade over time. Even if you don't use them, they will degrade. And to keep producing older battery packs when there's new battery chemistries around is quite a costly process, quite an expensive process, especially if you're continually upgrading the battery production lines to deal with new chemistries. And so we've got this position now where batteries are being made for new cars, but not necessarily old cars. A couple of automakers, Nissan is one of them, do offer battery upgrade programs, but they're so cost prohibitive that very few people are doing it. And I'm wondering if we should be asking automakers, nay, maybe even mandating that automakers have to support their vehicles for longer than they currently are, whether that is through a battery upgrade program or whether that's through a new old stock battery program. Very interestingly, Daimler has an interesting way of dealing with ensuring that its battery packs for its vehicles remain in a good state before they're purchased and put into customers' vehicles. I might be wrong, but I have a funny feeling that Daimler takes the smart car battery packs, new smart car battery packs, and puts them into grid-tied energy storage projects where the batteries are gently exercised until they're required to be put in a customer's car. And that gentle exercise ensures that the batteries stay in a good state of repair and that they're they keep functioning and they don't stop working. And that means that those batteries have a much longer shelf life than they would if they were just made, put on a shelf and ignored and then pushed into service. Somebody just went past at quite a very fast speed. I'm not used to this new house yet, being very easily distracted. Anyway, so do we need to ask automakers to do that more? Should we be mandating that electric vehicles be supported for 20 years after they're made, as maybe an internal combustion engine vehicle would be? Or do we start investing in third-party battery companies? Do we ask automakers to make the specs of their battery packs open so that aftermarket suppliers can develop aftermarket battery packs for vehicles in the same way that aftermarket suppliers used to develop engines or engine parts or tuning parts for vehicles long after those vehicles have moved off the production line? I'd be interested to know what you think. It has just started raining here, so I'm going to head inside and seek some refuge. But as usual, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. If you'd like to buy one of our t-shirts, you can do so by going to our swag shop in the links below. You can also send us Ko-fi, which will pay for tea or this is tea or coffee or whatever else we are drinking when we're on a trip, like going to Fully Charged Live in the UK. Or if you want to support us every month, don't forget there's Patreon too. I will be back with more content. This week we're hoping to put up some videos from India. We're also hoping to put up a couple more pre-recorded videos. Everything this week is going to be pre-recorded. Hopefully I'll be back in the studio on Friday so I can record Saturday's 10, and then we'll be back to normal for about a week before we all head off to the UK for Fully Charged Live. Thanks for watching, and until next time, keep evolving.